Next is we're going to start working on the plate. So let's go ahead and turn on symmetry and go to your z-axis. Okay, let's subdivide, or actually let's go to our z modeler and add those creases that we need. So go to your solo mode, add these crease right here, so along the edge. Okay, and then one there, one here. Let's go ahead and turn on dynamic sub D, see how it's going. All right, turn that on. Okay, so now let's get out of wireframe, go to our move tool and add a subdivision. Control D, probably twice. Oh, let's go back. We forgot an edge right there. Okay, go to your move tool, sub D twice, and then let's start shaping this piece out. Okay, let's pinch this quite a bit. And this needs to flare out. Okay, just look at it in different angles. So we need to shape this out so it has a nice curve to it. You can start using or lower the subdivision. Okay, and then we need to shape this real quick. And then this sort of sticks out just like that. So pull that out with your move tool. Okay, let's just keep looking at concept, go back and forth with your concept. And then this, we just need to flatten it because we're going to add another geometry there. Let's go to our transparency. Just make sure we have enough room inside. Okay, and then this bulges out like that. Looks pretty good. Go back to your transparency, turn off transparency. Let's fix this, and then go to your subdivision, and then add one more subdivision real quick, and then hold shift to smooth out the edge. Smooth that out. Then let's go ahead and go to our clay brush, and for our intensity, let's go around 8. What we're going to do is give it some volume slowly. And what I'm doing is holding Alt to subtract, and then letting go to add, similar to add and then subtracting. So instead of clicking this and then subtracting, you just hold Alt and it subtracts it. Yeah. Okay. You toggle between your smooth and the clay brush to get that shape you're looking for. Now for this, we want this to have a nice fall off. So let's go to our solo mode and just shave off the edge. Okay, let's fix this real quick, smooth that out. Okay, and then we're just shaving off some of that edge with our clay brush. Right? And then slowly build up. Okay, it's looking pretty good. There's a couple more here. It's a little bit lumpy, so we can lower the intensity so it has a nice, so it can fix that lumpiness slowly. And you can also smooth that out, so hold shift and just smooth it out. Okay, let's look at it in different angles. So go back to your move brush. Let's lower the subdivision and let's pull that out. Okay, you wanna have like a nice shape to it. Okay, go back to our subdivision and then smooth this out. Go back to our clay brush and just carve some of this just like that. All right. Okay, so next we're going to start working on the rope. But first, we forgot to name these caps earlier, so let's go ahead and rename these. Handle cap end. Okay. This too. Rename. Cap mid. Okay, and then handle cap. Okay, so and this, we'll just call it handle. Okay, then curve. Rename that to claw. Then this rope. Okay, now that you're on the rope, let's go ahead and go activate symmetry and then use the Z. So you're on your move tool. Let's go ahead and move this thing closer. So zoom in on it, decrease your brush size, just move that. So what we're gonna do is just pinch that together, because we're going to wrap a band around it and add a little bit of volume. What we can do is go to our inflate brush. So brush and then inflate. I'll just go back and inflate this. Okay, you can smooth that out too with holding shift. It's lower intensity for smooth. Let's add a subdivision, so Control D. Let's do it one more time. Okay, and then go back to our move brush. Just shape that out. So we can move this quite a bit. And then for these guys, let's just subdivide this 3 times. Okay. We're just going to sculpt that one and then duplicate it to the other side to make it easier on us. So we'll do that later once we've done sculpting on this guy. So if you hold shift and smooth at this, actually lower the subdivision and then smooth to get that point. Okay. Subdivide that. So we actually did it on the wrong side. So let's go ahead and delete this. So go to your subtool and press delete. Now, while this selected, we're going to go to our Z plugin, subtool master, mirror, and then append as new subtool to the Z axis. There we go. Okay, before we start doing detailing on the blade, we got to make sure that we're pretty happy with the volume. Right now, the blade or the handle itself is looking pretty flat, so we're going to have to fix that a bit before we start going to detailing. Okay, so if you hold Alt and click on this, move this out. You can lower the subdivision while you're doing this, so it's easier for you. Okay. So we're just adding a little bit of width to that so it doesn't look too flat. And we're lowering our subdivision while we're using the move tool. So try to do that on every single piece that you see that needs adjusting. Okay. for this one, let's lower the subdivision. Okay, make sure the symmetry z-axis is on while you're doing this, because you don't want to not have it on and then realize it later on that you messed up. Okay, remove the transparency, and there you go. Add some volume to that, looking on the top view. Okay, go back to our subdivision level. Okay. Okay, then let's just adjust this again. We want that nice shape of that handle. Okay, same thing with this piece. Lower your subdivision and then use your move tool. Just adjusting it. Okay, to match the concept. Okay. Just a little bit of house cleaning before we move on to the next step, which is the detailing. All right. Let's choose that, lower the subdivision, just pull that out. Okay. There we go. Let's select this end piece, go to solo mode, and then let's lift this up, or let's go to our clay brush and then just paint on it so it rises just a bit. Here we go. All right, go back to your subdivision level, smooth that out. Same thing with this end piece, this claw. Go back to your lowest subdivision. Let's do transparent. Then move this piece. Okay, we still have our active symmetry to Z. So you need to turn that on every single subtool. It's not a global thing where if you turn it on, it goes on every single subtool. You have to turn on that active symmetry per subtool. It's individual. Let's go to our move tool. Okay. Here we go. Okay, it's looking better. And then the rope itself, that's okay looking. All right.